Let's spin it up. Some legacies take a while to wake up. Let's go! Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back to the second episode of the Legace Lit Podcast. That's Legace. Land endures generations and cultivates eternity. I'm your host, JJ Walker. Farmer, vlogger, military veteran. And currently questioning all my life choices because of who's sitting across from me. Ernie, we're on air, man.
Sorry, my bad, JJ. That was breakfast rebelling.
But anyway, if you tuned in last time, you met my Uncle Walter. He's a man of few words, that guy, and fewer working implements. But today's a different flavor entirely. Sitting in the chair beside me is a man whose overalls have seen more grease than a truck stop skillet. He's part neighbor, part outlaw.
Well, not since last Thursday.
And the guy who's been keeping Riverbend Springs moving one axle at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for the one, the only, Ernie Fudd.
Appreciate the build-up there, JJ. But you forgot to mention that I'm a 3-time county pie-eating runner-up and former backup singer for an Elvis impersonator named Garth.
And for the record, he also refused to wear the headphones. Sid, and I quote, "They squeeze my thoughts."
Well, they do. Last time I wore a pair, I forgot how to parallel park for 3 weeks.
And this, folks, is why I don't
got any snacks, JJ?
Anything?
I skipped breakfast so my stomach wouldn't interrupt you. But now it's louder than a diesel in January.
Of course you did.
And look at me. First time I'm here. I figured I'd dress up.
You wore a tie over your overalls.
Well, you said tie or pants, and I did both.
Yeah, fair
Though
enough.
I nearly skipped the pants. Only reason I didn't was because on my white drawers had racing stripes.
Okay, Ernie. Why would you ever tell another human that?
Well, honesty builds trust. I learned that from a goat once.
Oh, boy.
I also brought this. You remember? I told you about it.
No, don't
The
open
Snickers
that.
bar. I found it in my bed pocket. Been there since the pie-eating contest back in 03.
Oh,
Still
man.
soft. Still smells edible.
Ernie, put that away. The thing's older than TikTok, man.
Well, it's pre-talk.
Okay, so let's try to have a normal conversation
I once
today.
welded a shovel to a bicycle. It worked great till I hit a goose.
Ernie, you're going to let me finish a sentence today, or am I going to go?
Absolutely not.
Oh, man, Ernie. All right, then. Stick around, folks. This man may show up wearing a tie over motor oil,
And proud
but
of
there's
it.
a lot more, I think, under that grease.
Yeah, well, grease holds things together. Keeps them from falling apart. Well, that's what I tell myself anyway.
You ever been serious for more than 5 seconds?
Well, only when I'm chewing. Which reminds me. Ooh,
Ernie, don't say it. Ernie, don't take that out again, man.
I already ate in with the bite mark.
Anyway, while Ernie eats that ancient Snickers there, and before we get too deep into whatever this is about to become, I gotta roll an ad real quick.
An ad?
Yes, Ernie.
Like, do I get paid for that too?
What? Just for sitting there, fogging up my mic. Come on.
Well, I brought the ratings, man.
Okay.
This tire alone's worth at least 12 cents.
More like a cease and desist from the fashion police, I think.
Well, that's still a legal document there, JJ.
Oh, okay.
Sounds official to me.
All right. Let's pay the bills. Here's a word from our unofficial sponsor, Ed Callahan, and his fine selection of barely functioning machinery.
A nut stuck in my throat.
Man, Lord help me.
This episode of Legace Lit is brought to you by Ed's Equipment Sales, where the price is negotiable, but the rust ain't. We got loaders, cultivators, and tractors, and also combine harvesters. Maybe a suspicious number of lawnmowers, too. You don't ask why, and neither should you. located just off the County Road 9 beyond that half-burnt billboard. Tell them Ed sent you. Tell them you sent you. That way I ain't liable.
No, Ernie, I don't want any, bro.
Yeah, well, suit yourself. More for me.
We're live, Ernie. All right, welcome back, folks. And you know what? I think Ed's been playing that same classical piece since the Bush administration.
That's Ed, all right. Quiet fella. But deep down, that man's a philosopher.
Maybe.
Like a greasy umber-fud, if you listen long enough.
Okay.
And that there's his thinking music.
In a way, let's get right back into her. You ready for some serious questions now, Ernie?
Ready? I was born ready. Matter of fact, I've never been not ready. I was answering questions in the womb, JJ.
Really now?
Doctor asked my mama if I was a boy or a girl, and I yelled, neither. I'm a legend.
Oh, all right then, legend. Let's see what you got. Let's talk about your trailer rental business for a bit.
Sure, if you want.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So how long have you been running that gig, Ernie? Or is it more of a like 2 trailer collection and chaos services situation?
No, JJ. It's a professional operation. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Though some folks do call it a rolling liability.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Bessie on loan now for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, something like that.
All chicken feed on her. We brought Ruby home on it.
Wait, you what now?
And somehow, she didn't fold it in.
Whoa, hold on there, JJ. I get the chicken feed.
Yeah.
But you're hauling your girlfriend around on my trailer now?
Hauled her all the way back from Ed's.
Holy mercy.
She was shaking a little on the bumps, but I strapped her down good.
Oh, my goodness. You strapped your girlfriend to a flatbed trailer?
Had to, Ernie. No choice. There was no seatbelts in the cab. Safety first, you know.
What kind of twisted operation?
Yeah, she's heavy, too. Took some real grit to get her up them ramps, I tell you what.
Good forks and fly swatters, JJ. You ain't right.
Yeah, she's got curves like a cornrow, and she growls like a diesel.
Oh, boy.
What can I say, man? She's my kind of girl, boy.
JJ.
Yeah?
Please tell me you're pulling my leg here.
Yes, Ernie.
You sneaky little cornhusker.
I'm pulling your leg. She's just a tractor. I named her Ruby.
Sweet merciful heavens, man. I was about 2 words away from calling the authorities.
Come on, man. You really think I'd haul a woman on a flatbed trailer without at least putting the tarp down over? Either? Come on.
Lord have mercy. Woo, I need a cold biscuit now in the quiet room.
No. You know what, though?
What now, JJ?
Bessie, with all Ruby's weight on her, she mostly held.
Yeah, she held though, didn't she?
Yeah, I guess.
I know she would. She's like an old soldier, that one. Rusted frame, busted boards, holes you could throw a bucket through.
You're not wrong.
But still hauling with a heart of steel.
Well, she's got more holes than floor, Ernie. When I stepped on the back corner, I saw daylight. And maybe Missouri.
Exactly. Built-in drainage. You're welcome.
Okay. And that's the good one?
Well, she's my girl. Bessie's got history. I bought her out of a scrapyard when I was 19, you see.
Okay.
Spent the whole summer patching her up with bent nails and duct tape.
Well, that's not really patching. That's wishful thinking.
Maybe, but she's still rolling.
Yeah, true.
That's more than I can say for most folks who talk bad about her.
Yeah, she's earned her stripes. I'll give you that. Walter and I were both sure she'd snap when we backed her down that ditch road that time.
Yeah, she's got grit, man. Like me. I've been through hell and still showing up.
Yeah?
Well, I wouldn't lie.
I bet you got a whole mess of stories bottled up in there, don't you?
Maybe.
Tell us the story of how you and Walter first met.
First met? Shoot. That'd be first when he rolled in the rubber band. That's a tell, all right. Not sure if it's funny, but it sure stuck with me.
Okay, well, go ahead.
All right, well,
we got time.
All right, one day I was out back grilling up some porcupine tongues.
Oh.
Extra bristly, just how I like them. And when the phone rings, now I don't usually answer unknown numbers. It might be them government fellas again, asking why I ain't filled out no census since 98.
You haven't?
But something told me right then to pick the dad up. Fella says he seen my number on a flyer down at the liquor store. Said he needed a trailer, pronto. So I hauled Bessie over to his place and figured I was just dropping her off for the weekend, you see.
Okay, Ernie, let's just stop for a second. Let's go back.
Sure.
Porcupine tongues, bro?
Yes, sir. Don't knock 'em till your gums bleed, JJ.
Well, man, not sure what's more concerning. The fact that you eat that stuff. Oh,
Man, they're actually good.
if you say so. Or that Walter still trusted you with his address after that call.
Well, he sounded desperate, you see. I figured either someone died or he needed to haul a goat.
so that's how you two met then?
Yep. Rode Bessie up to his yard that afternoon, I did. Figured I'd drop her off and be gone for supper. But soon as I stepped out the truck and got a good look at the fella, boots caked in road dust, hat pulled low, voice like grabbing on a washboard. Man, he looked like life had run him over twice and forgot to back up.
Yeah, sounds like him all right.
And I've by the barn, he had this big old trailer sitting there, tart cinched tighter than a tick.
Oh.
Whatever was under it, it was long, heavy looking. I tried to break the ice and asked him, you need ramps to unload that beast? You know, he just looks and says, nope. Didn't even look at me when he said it.
So did you ask him what it was?
I did more than ask. I walked over, figured maybe I could help.
Oh.
Said something like, you holding a secret weapon under there or what? And as I reached for the tart, bam! Fella slapped my hand away like I was trying to rob a bank.
No, what?
Said that don't concern you. Real sharp. Eyes wild, not angry. There's something else. Fear, guilt, maybe grief too. But whatever it was, man, I didn't like it. It made my skin itch. So I climbed back in my truck, took Bessie, and we went home.
So did you...
I don't get slapped by grown-ass men, JJ. Well, not unless I'm getting paid or losing at poker.
Yeah, man, that'd rattle anybody.
And it did. I left there feeling like I seen a ghost. Didn't talk to Walter again for months. But my curiosity, that didn't leave.
Oh, boy. What did you do?
What did I do? Well, I snuck back.
Oh,
One
no.
night around midnight. I parked down the road a little. I crept up through the side field like a raccoon in a cornfield. I was just about to peel up that tart, real gentle like, when I heard the footsteps.
Oh, no.
I didn't even have to look, you see, and I bolted. I ran faster than a squirrel at a dog park, JJ.
You didn't, Ernie. Oh,
Man, you're dang right I did. I was halfway home for my boots till I'd left. I didn't go back neither. Figure whatever was under that tart, well, it weren't meant for me to see.
So not a UFO then?
That could have been. The government's hit weirder.
Yeah, true.
But whatever it was, Walt sure didn't want me poking around there.
Yeah, sounds like he was carrying more than just whatever was under that tarp, huh?
Yeah, and I reckon he was. A man don't slam a tart down like that unless there's something heavier underneath than just metal. Guilt's a weight too, you know. Ain't as loud, but it don't go away.
Yeah, nothing's truer. You ever say anything about that?
No, he didn't, but he came by sometime later with a box of nails and 2 apple fritters. Said he wanted to help patch up Bessie's ramp.
Oh, that's nice.
He didn't say sorry, but, you know, he didn't need to. A man's way of making things right ain't always with words, JJ.
Yeah, true again, Ernie.
I know. I told you. I don't lie.
I didn't expect to be digging this deep today, though. But, you know what? I'm glad you shared it.
Shoot, I was just flapping my gums like a busted screen door.
Maybe it was
Didn't
more...
think I was saying nothing worth bottling.
Well, now, you cracked the can wide open, Ernie.
I did?
Anyway, time for some quick hitters. Lightning round. No thinking, just spill.
All right, fair warning. My brain don't move fast unless it's running from something.
All right, no worries. We'll get through it. Okay, favorite breakfast?
Cold cornbread and a dill pickle.
Okay.
Used to eat it every morning when I worked night shifts at the rendering plant. I had a boss named Kevin. Fella wore socks with sandals. He said the smell kept the rats out of the break room. I figured I kept Kevin out too, so which was a bonus.
Okay. Your biggest fear?
Well, that's got to be them porta potties there at the music festivals.
Okay, that's a straight...
I went to Riverstock 98 one time, and one of those portable johns had a busted latch. I was in using the darn thing, and the door flung wide open.
Okay, good one. Let's
I
move...
toppled out with my pants down round my ankles and landed right on a girl's funnel cake. Haven't looked at a powdered sugar the same since.
Ernie, it's supposed to be rapid fire, man. You're giving me your full life stories here.
Well, you see, I just believe in context there, JJ.
Fine. The next one. The person you look up to the most.
Well, that one's easy. Elmer Fudd.
Is
Not only did I name myself after him, but I think the man's a philosopher. I try to live my life by this one saying. I'm not a good listener, but I sure am a great talker. Changed my whole life, that one.
This is chaos. All right, Ernie, last one. If you could go anywhere in the world... What?
Oh, sweet mercy, JJ.
Oh, my word, don't you
I
dare.
think that Snicker bar is
Ernie,
taking
out,
revenge.
Ernie, out. Oh,
Here it comes.
no.
No, can't.
Oh,
Too
that
late.
better not speak, man. Ernie,
Yeah.
are you serious, bro? Ernie, what in the Lord's humid name just come out of you, man?
That right there, JJ, was a Southern Excel.
Oh, my.
Pressure cooked since
I'm
breakfast.
gonna be sick. Oh, good grief, bro. This is my studio, man. I eat down here.
Well, I'm just letting the soul speak, man. We gotta let her out before she turns into poison, you see.
It is poison, man. You just mustard gas my sinuses, bro.
Oh, well, that might be a good thing.
Lord, I can taste it in my teeth.
Yep. They ought to bottle that one and sell with a truth serum.
Oh, man, that's putrid, Ernie. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, I need air. Oh, I need the Lord, man.
Well, I don't know what crawled up his windpipe. Like he don't fart. Man probably farts rose petals. I guess he just don't like the smell of victory.
Fresh air.
Well, folks, I reckon the airways are mine now. And truth be told, I always wanted to be on the radio, man. I used to practice announcing hog prices into a soup can back when I was a kid, I did. I used to call myself the voice of the valley, even though it was just me, a goat named Clarence, and my uncle's busted boombox. I had the side all made up too. Made of cardboard and glitter glue. Smelled like gasoline because I used it to stick on the letters. But now look at me, eh? Live on the JJ Network, broadcasting straight from his underground food closet here. Dreams do come true, folks. Sometimes they're just covered in hay and smell faintly of beef jerky. Anyway, I was thinking, I wonder if JJ got any background ambience music here on this laptop thing he's sitting here. Let me see. Oh, a private folder. That might be the one I'm looking for. All right, let's see what kind of music JJ's hiding in his digital haystack. Angry tractor sounds. No, that don't sound like the one. Oh, what's that? Possum Screams 96K? Holy sweet mercy. Man, that sounds illegal. Oh, shoot. I hope he didn't need that one. That was gone now. Oh, here we go. Ambience music. Just the one I'm looking for. Okay, let's get a nice song on here and get ready for Uncle Ernie's story time. Okay, folks. While he's out there coughing up breakfast, let me tell y'all about the time I got stuck in the vending machine. Now, I ain't saying it was my fault, but someone might have dared me to reach up and snag a bag of them barbecue gator bites. See, my arm got halfway in, and next thing I know, the old dang machine tips forward like it's trying to fight me. So there I am, see, pinned like a raccoon in a bread box, screaming for help, with a bag of chips stuck between my teeth. It took them 3 hours to get me out because the janitor thought I was the new stack display. Still got a scar on my elbow shaped like a Dorito, I do. All right. You ready for this one? This one here is a true story, you see. Happened back in 03. Might have been 04. Hard to say. It was the year I was living off them expired pudding cups I got in the trade. Anyway, the church down the road was holding a fundraiser, a bake sale, raffle, the whole shebang. I wasn't planning to go until I heard they was raffling off a taxidermy bobcat named Mr. Pickles. Now, something about that name stirred something deep inside of me. Maybe it was destiny. Maybe it was the expired pudding. Either way, I needed that bobcat. So, I show up, right? I dropped $5 into that dusty raffle bucket. The old church lady running the table looked at me like I was a raccoon in the baptismal font. I said, "Put me down for destiny, darling." She said, "This is for the youth mission trip." And I said, "Well, that bobcat's going on with me." Fast forward 20 minutes. They caught a winner. You ever hear a man scream in triumph and blow a rotator cuff at the same time? That was me. But here's the problem, see. The second I lifted old Mr. Pickles up, the head popped off. Thing rolled right down the church steps, smacked into a stroller, and made a little baby cry. People thought it was possessed. The pastor started shouting prayers. The choir lady fainted into a sheet cake. Man, I panicked, I did. I tried to reattach the head with the communion wine and a Slim Jim. That only made it worse, though. Ended up banned from 3 churches and 1 post office. Unrelated to post office, but it happened the same week, so. And that, there, listeners, is how Mr. Pickles became the first bobcat ever exercised during bingo night.
All right, I'm back. Is Stale in here? Dude.
Oh, stop that being dramatic now.
I think I'm gonna need to call poison control. Ernie, how do you sitting in this, man?
What? Man, I don't smell nothing, JJ. Actually smells kind of homey to me.
Okay. I gotta go get my gas mask.
Oh, mercy.
And some spray. I'll be back.
You're acting like I blew the siding off the walls. That fella must have one of them sensitive city noses. Now, for this last story here, we need a bit of a different tone, a bit of a serious ambience in the background here. Let's see. Okay, this is the one. All right, you ready? Now, this story. I ain't never told this one on air before. Not 'cause I was scared, no. I just didn't think the world was ready. But since it's just us here, I was visited. Yeah, by them. The outer space types. You see, I was 9. I was sleeping out back in a busted pop-up tent behind Uncle Leroy's tack shed. Sky was clear. The frogs were chirping. Smelled like hot dog water and burnt wiring. You know, like summer. So, I wake up, you see, floating over a manure pile. Not dreaming, nah. I tried pinching myself, but I couldn't find my leg. But the next thing I knew, I'm inside what I can only describe as a mobile dentist office, crossed with a grain bin. And everything inside was chrome. Bright lights, weird humming, kind of like my cousin Dwight's bass boat after a lightning strike, you hear? Now, these little gray fellas, they ain't saying nothing. Communicated straight into my skull. Real polite, too. They asked if I preferred mild or spicy probing. I said, mild, obviously. I ain't crazy. Then one of them offered me a snack. Looked like a Pop-Tart that got stepped on by a horse. I ate it, out of respect. Then they showed me a screen. Old timeline of Earth's future. I saw the ice caps, floods, the Kardashians. Man, it was wild. They told me I've been chosen. Marred for greatness, they say. Or possibly guinea pig duties, I don't know. The translation was fuzzy. But the next morning, I woke up right back in that busted tent, clutching a pine cone and smelling like sulfur and NyQuil. Scar shaped like a pineapple. I ain't lying. I don't lie. It glows a little when it rains. And ever since then, folks, I've known things. Like how many eggs are in the fridge without opening it. Or when a squirrel's about to sneeze. It's a gift. Or a curse. I still don't know. But they told me one day I'd speak into something. And the world would listen. But maybe this is it. Maybe this here podcast is the transmission they've been waiting on. So if y'all out there see any bright lights in the sky tonight, don't run. Just offer them a little Debbie and keep your elbows down. You see, they respect manners.
All right, Ernie. I'm back.
You actually wore a gas mask, JJ. For a fart.
Yeah, darn right I did. I'm not taking no more chances, bro.
The vents done sucked all that out by now, man.
I'll be the judge of that, Ernie.
Easy there, war criminal. That stuff's just overpriced flower juice in a fancy can.
Yeah, well,
It ain't fixing nothing but your wallet.
It's either this, Ernie, or a priest.
Well, tell Father Febreze there to aim higher. He missed the chair cushion entirely. All right, enough of that already, JJ. You're gonna have my nostrils growing flowers.
All right, folks. We're going to go to another ad break here. Whew. Mostly to pay the bills and possibly to quarantine the building or to call poison control. So don't go nowhere.
You're tuned in to K-Hog 660 AM, Riverbend's trusted voice for farm news, local sports, and a community talk, 24 hours a day. Start your mornings with Bert and the boys every weekday from 6 to 9, covering everything from market prices to the mayor's bingo score. Plus, catch the Heartland Hour at noon, and don't miss Open Live Fridays, where your neighbors call in and we all learn a thing or two. And good morning, you're on the air.
Well, folks, we're back. I survived the alien sermon, the funk fog, and possibly a breach in the Geneva Convention.
JJ, you still spraying that overpriced juice?
Overpriced my butt, Ernie. This is the only thing between me and whatever spiritual warfare just happened in here, bro.
Shoot, if you think that was bad, you ought to hear what happens after I eat pickled cabbage and play bingo.
No, I'll definitely pass on that. All right. While I try to rebuild my immune system in real time here, why don't we read some comments from y'all fine folks who've been riding with us so far. First up, from Lane Hutchinson 5132. He wrote, "Oh man, can't wait for that podcast with Ernie, JJ. Amazing again. Thank you so much for this."
Now that's a fella with a good taste in broadcasting right there.
Sure is.
Hey, if you're listening, I got a half a box of oatmeal cream pies with your name on it and a busted lawn chair out back. Weekly co-host. Well, I need to get me some of this here fancy equipment first.
And Lane also dropped his legacy tip on the last episode. For a happier life, focus more on the flowers, fruits, crops, and less on the weeds.
That's nicer than anything ever stitched on a throw pillow. My version's more like, don't step in cow pies when you're looking at sunsets. But I respect the sentiment, man.
And Lane, bro, you're in here more than the studio spider. Appreciate the love. And that legacy tip, I actually wrote that one down. It made me think about something.
Yeah, JJ got it scrawled next to the emergency Febreze protocol.
Yeah. Right under, never let Ernie eat Snickers bars again.
Why, man, they're good.
And this next one comes from Sniper. He said, brother, you are a legend. Keep up the good work.
You hear that, JJ? You're a legend. Me? Well, I'm just a local cautionary tale with an unveiled fishing license.
Yeah, you're something, that's for sure. And Sniper, I appreciate that, truly. And this last one from Farm Sim Universe. They wrote, awesome podcast, inspirational. Great trip down memory lane.
Ain't it, though? Memory lane's got a few potholes.
Yep.
Maybe the old raccoon raiding the trash, but she's worth walking.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure the kind of memories you're living, Ernie, but thanks, Farm Sim Universe. I see every comment you write. Appreciate you. All right, Ernie, if your bowels are steady now,
I think they are.
maybe we can actually continue with some of the questions I have for you.
Now, hold up now, JJ.
Oh, what now,
I've been
Ernie?
answering questions all night. It's time I ask you one.
Oh, all right. Go on, then.
Okay. Walt told me something a while back.
Oh, boy.
Said he had a nephew served overseas. Said you were in the desert, Afghanistan or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yeah, that was me. 2007. Didn't stay in long, but it was enough.
Well, I'll say it plain. Thank you, JJ, for your service.
Thank you, Ernie.
I know that can't be easy to talk about.
Nah, thanks, Ernie. I don't bring it up much, bro. I don't think I've ever mentioned on the podcast there before about that, but you just kind of carry it with you, you know.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, now, that's not all. I got another one. I'm actually kind of liking this interview thing.
Don't get too comfortable there.
But anyway, how did you get into farming, JJ?
Oh, now, my dad taught me. He started me young.
Mm-hmm.
Hauling hay, fixing busted lines, that kind of thing, you know, trying to outwork the sun.
Sounds like he's a good man.
Yeah, he was. I lost him a couple years back. Mom, too.
Oh.
Different time, same hole.
Oh. Well, sorry, JJ.
Thanks, Ernie.
I guess I don't got either of mine neither.
I didn't know.
You see, the truth is, I don't even know if I ever met them. I grew up shuffling house to house. Most of them just needed a government check.
Oh, man.
I learned to cook young so I didn't have to eat burnt beans and sadness.
Sorry, Ernie. That's rough.
I turned out all right. Might have made me a little weird, but also taught me how to make soup out of nothing and trust my gut over people's promises.
Yeah, so I guess we both got holes where family used to be, huh?
Yeah, but you know, maybe that's why I like this old podcast thing.
Yeah?
Feels like talking to folks across a fence line, even if it's just static and hope on the other end.
Static and hope. That sure is a poetic way to put it, Ernie.
Well, I ain't a poet, JJ. I'm just a man with gas in a mic. Shoot. I ain't had this much fun since I tried racing a riding mower down a gravel pit. Wound up upside down in a kiddie pool full of raccoons.
Wait, what?
Yeah, a long story. A lot of Band-Aids. One very traumatized church group, and a raccoon named Marvin with a vengeance streak.
Oh, I imagine.
The truth is, JJ, I don't run into many folks I can really vibe with. Either they get spooked by the first 5 minutes of me, or I get the feeling they're just waiting for me to shut up.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Like, I don't know if it's me or the world. Maybe I'm just too weird for regular conversation.
Or maybe the world just needs to catch up to you, Ernie.
I don't know. Maybe. Listen, you ever go grab a beer? Just like sitting tall? Like, not on a podcast. Just shoot the breeze like real people.
I do now.
Okay, good. Well, maybe one of these days, you'll let me buy the first round. I'll even leave Marvin at home.
Yeah, you know, I'd like that. All right. Before we both start crying and hugging it out in here, I got one last thing to ask you, Ernie.
Oh, Lordy. Is this where you propose? Because I ain't ready for that kind of commitment, JJ.
Nah. But I am about to put you on the spot, though.
Oh, my.
I think folks have been waiting for this all episode.
Don't tell me. It's time for
Yes, sir. Ernie's Legacy Lit tip of the day.
All right. Now, this one's important. It might be the most important thing I ever say on this show.
Ooh.
Never trust a man who doesn't like pie.
Okay.
And never trust a rooster that crows past noon.
Weird, but okay.
And never, I mean never, borrow electrical tape from a fella named Donnie Two Thumbs.
Why do I feel like there's a story behind every single one of those, Ernie?
Well, it is. That's why. But legally, I'm only allowed to talk about one of them. and it's the pie one.
And there it is. The best advice you're going to get this side of Riverbend. Well, folks, that's it for this episode of Legacy Lit Podcast. Ooh, man, it was a good one. And Ernie.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know what to say, man. You've officially raised the bar and lowered the tone all in one go. I really appreciate you dropping in, but
You're welcome, JJ. It was my pleasure. And I accept tips, cash, scratch tickets, or homemade jerky.
And thank y'all for sticking with us today. Whether you came for the laughs, the legacy, or just to hear a man spray Febreze like holy water, I appreciate every single one of you. And hey, if you like what you heard today, drop a comment down below. We might just read it out next time. Unless Ernie deletes it first.
Hey, I only delete the ones that don't compliment my voice.
Well, folks, as always, keep planting good seeds, because your legacy starts with what you sow today. And don't forget to always keep it legacy lit, baby. JJ Walker out. Let's get it. I got the vision, the script, the gear and the grit. Now time to put it all together, yo, a lickety split. And don't you forget that every line that I spit is coming straight from the heartstrings, cause I don't quit. This ain't for the views, dog, this is legacy lit. And every syllable's a seed, and I'm planting the hit. I'm the preacher on stage, you in the pew, so just sit. And I'm directed by God, it's property, so don't flip the red switch or trip, or cut these balls like a snippet. My dog from the creek, in memories of the sick, or the deceased and casualties that I lost as a vet. Now let's bring it back around, return flight on the jet. And when we land back on the ground, we bow our heads in respect. Yo, let's get it.